Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the card I have to share with you today. Isn't it cute? It uses new product from the Stampin' catalogue. This is the new 2023 annual catalogue and I love it. It's just so cute. It's a very simple design, but I love this little cupcake here in the centre. So let's make another one. We're going to do a different colourway. This was Blackberry Bliss and a little bit here of I think this colour was meant to be partly bubblegum bath, bubblegum, something like that. It's a new colour. I can't keep up with all of the names. So I've got my pieces here. Got a piece here of scrap. I'm going to stamp a memento as we're doing a little colouring. And the stamp set we're going to be using is this new one called Circle Sayings. Sorry about the glare. And we're going to be using this one that says Celebrate here. And of course this little cupcake here as well. So let's stamp our outside piece first. Sorry about the echo, I don't know why it's doing that suddenly. So stamp Celebrate down, hold it. Lovely, that'll do me. And then I've got my little cupcake here. Going to ink that up nicely. Make sure that's inked. One last ink for good luck. And I'm just going to stamp it in the centre there of my saying. Just like that. Okay. So let's move all of that, aside. And I'm just going to colour in my sentiment quickly with you. I'm going to bring in the colours I've got here. I can tell you what they are. I've got Bubble Bath, not Bubblegum, Bubble Bath, Blackberry Bliss and Moody Mauve. And I'm going to use a mixture of all of these colours. You can see all of these colours match really well. So I'm going to actually use some Blackberry Bliss and some Moody Mauve together to do some shading, and it actually works really well. So I'm going to just go in with my darkest colour, but I want my fine point because it's such a small piece. I'm just going to follow the lines of the cupcake. And a little bit along the bottom. And then a little bit, I think the shadow will be here under the rim. And this was my darkest colour. Now I'm going to go in with my lightest colour of Blackberry Bliss here, just to shade some of the, blend some of this out. And I'm just being careful not to go over the lines if at all possible. I'm going to go into my medium one I'm using, which is my dark Blackberry Bliss, and reinforce those lines. There's my dark Moody Mauve. Just like that. And now we're just going to do our icing in dark. I'm going to use initially dark bubblegum. I'm just going to do around the edges. catches the light. In the centre I'm going to go with the lighter colour. Whoopsie daisy. I'll just blend. All of that out. And if you want, you can go back with a deeper colour. And if you feel you've blended it out too much in any spot, you can just go back and add some dark back in. And there we have our little cupcake. So move those to the side. So now we have a new punch. This is the 2 3/8 circle punch. You can punch this out with that, but I wanted to have a mat. Now you can use one of your dies, and I brought up here the stylus shaped dies to show you. You have all of these different circles that you could cut this out with. For ease on camera, I'm going to use a retired punch, and this is for information, the 2 1/4 inch punch, and just so you know, it works beautifully with your sentiment. So there we go. I really wish they'd bring back more circle punches because I do love them. Okay, and you can see here we've got some pieces to make the rest of our card, and we're going to punch out now a little piece to back our sentiment with some of the colour we're using, which is this one called As Your Afternoon. So I'm going to look for a scrap of that. Here's some, and I'm going to use the 2 3/8 punch to punch out that piece. Lovely. For a minute I thought I hadn't brought up my scrap, but I wasn't as dozy as I thought I was. So get that out of the way. I'm going to stick one to the other, and going to just use some Tombow. It is a cloudy, rainy day here in Lincoln. It's a perfect day to be crafting. You definitely don't want to be outside. Okay, so there is our sentiment all done. So let's bring back the rest of our card. I have here a piece of basic white, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10. I've actually got 2 of these pieces, one for the outside and one for the inside for the insert. Okay, so let's stick this one down. Lovely. Okay, and I'm just seeing if I did anything on the inside here. No. But I am going to use, here I've got a scrap piece of the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper in the same colour. And it's just a small scrap, I think it's about 1 centimetre wide, and the same length, or same width as our piece of paper, rather, or whatever way you want to look at it. Same length. And that's just there at the bottom. Now I'm going to put this other one down here on the front. Okay, just like that. I'm going to have a piece here of the Bright and Beautiful paper. This is the same one we've got in the inside, and this piece measures 9.5 centimeters by 13.85. But all these measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find the link to that in the description box below. So now we're going to make our little pennant banner, this one here. So we're going to do it, we're going to have this colour. You can decide which one you want at the top. I think we'll have that. So I'm going to turn it over and do my markings on my back. And now I get quite precise about this. Some people just do this by eye. That's great. I need to be a little bit more precise about things. So I'm just going to get my ruler out and my pencil, if it will find me. Here's the pencil. The ruler's got to be here somewhere. How come things always hide just when you need them? Sorry about all of that clatter noise. Okay, so this piece is Doesn't matter how long, but we do need to know how wide it is. And this piece measures about 5 centimeters wide. So now we're going to just do this in half. Measure the halfway point here, which is roughly about there. And we can decide how far down we want this to come. I think we need it a bit further up. And then we're going to just draw from each point to each corner. And I know it's pedantic, but that's just me. And I'm going to use my scissors just to cut along that line. Yeah, and that will do fine. So let's move that. Now my original, I did do a little bit of what do you call it, of sponging around the edges, as you can see, but I don't think it needs it on this one. I'm going to need to chop this down a bit more at the top. It's not going to fit. Sorry about that. We live near RAF Scampton and RAF Waddington, and sometimes you get the military aircraft above, sometimes it's the red arrows, which is not bad at all. Okay, and there we have our piece. So let's stick this down. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to get our sentiment piece that we did stamp. Here it is, hiding away. I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals, so let's get those out. And take all these backings off. The only way I know I've got all the backings off is by sticking them to my fingers. And then I'm going to lay this down on top. Lovely. And then finishing touches, I've got here some of what that's called the 23 to 25 in colour dots. And last time we used these ones, which are meant to be Moody Mauve, I think. And these ones are meant to be here for Boho Blue, but they will match in perfectly. So let's use some of those. And these, as I said, I like glossy dots, they're just really pretty. The kind of things you sort of don't want to use because they're just so pretty. And then once you start using it, you think you've got to buy another packet because you just don't want to run out. Okay. Now, where is my second dot? It's hiding on top of the first one. I'm trying to. Come on. Where you land will be where you stay, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. Clear the decks. There are our two cards, the two versions, Berry Burst or Azure Afternoon. You can tell me which you prefer. So Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want more information about the project, as I said, the supplier list, the measurements, etc., all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.